Hey, so I bought a stuffed dinosaur at the thrift store for about 75 cents, and he's like this close to being cute, you know, and he's like a little bit derpy. Not derpy enough to be like that kind of cute. He's also too derpy to be like regular cute. So I figured he needed a little bit of love. Come hang out with me while I flip him. This is the dino in question, and as you can see, he's like a little derpy, but not nearly derpy enough. He is suffering from an insufficiency of derp. Are those words in English? I don't know. But his eyes are like low-grade creepy, kind of looks like he took the wrong medicine. And his smile is like a little derpy, that's why I say that he's got some, but it's not really all there. And his body's boring, other than his double row of spines. So, major reconstructive surgery. First, I had to sketch out a basic idea for him. This is before he had a name. This is what he looked like on Procreate. I decided pretty early on to get rid of his double spine and turn it into a single spine, making him more Stegosaurus-y according to what my brain thinks Stegosauruses look like, Stegosauri. But honestly, he ended up with a crown, so is he really a Stegosaurus anymore? I don't know, I just think he's cute. My dear sewing inclined friends may notice at this point that I did a really lousy job sewing his spines on. If I was going to give this to a kid to let them play with, I would have sewn it much more carefully. But he's going to sit on a shelf, so I just really wanted his spines to stay in place and not have gaping holes, and I didn't worry too much about stability. Sorry, buddy. Also around this time I assigned his name. His name is Fitzwilliam Dino. This next segment may be a bit gory, so, not approved for all audiences. Close your eyes if you need to. Not big enough. Swapping out Fitzwilliam's eyes for bigger ones made for such a huge difference. I also got rid of that weird purple rim around his little original eyes. I didn't like how it looked, and I like it much better with these big old shiny, round, soul-piercing eyes. I think he's cuter. My goal with giving him whites around his eyes was to make him look just ever so slightly close to cross-eyed. And I totally think I pulled that off, and it makes me really happy. And then I added these blush patches on his cheeks, and you'll see in a minute I realized that I wanted his blush patches to be a different color than his spots. So after I sewed his mouth and made it a little longer and sillier and curvier and all that, I went back and I colored in his cheeks with an acrylic paint marker so they were a little subtler. There it is. So that when I gave him his spots, those would really stand out and be kind of a defining feature. Adding this strip along the edge of his ridges or spikes or whatever they're called on his back took forever. And then I completely forgot that I intended to do them along the edge of his crown, so I had to go back and do that later, and I was kind of like, I don't wanna. But it did improve his overall look, so I think it was worth it in the end, even though it took me a million tries and adjustments. And I had to relearn how to needle felt because I haven't done it in a million years. That's what this process is with the stabbing the needles in. It's called needle felting. And it takes a long time, and I had forgotten that. And so even with the time lapse, it takes a while here. As I was updating his sketch later on in the process, I decided he needed freckles, and I'm so glad he did, even though I had to do French knots, which are an embroidery thing, and they take a minute, especially when you're not used to doing them, and I haven't done them a lot. But it was really fun to add the freckles. I thought it was really cute, and then I absolutely had to have some leaves hanging out of his mouth because it was so funny to me. So I finished him, and I am so pleased. His name is Fitzwilliam Dino. Look at him. He's got all the dirt he was missing, especially this, like the little green already spilling out of his mouth. He's like, oh shoot, I didn't realize I had that on my face, but my arms are too short to do anything about it. And he's got his big old shiny orange bow tie, and he's got spots. Oh shoot, that didn't felt very well. I'm still working on my needle felting skills, but look how cute he is, guys. Oh, I'm so pleased. Hey, he gets to go live on the shelf now with somewhere. I'll find a spot. Maybe he can scoot over Bugaboo here. Oh, I love him. Ah! Caught Byron. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me while I made Fitzwilliam, and have a great day.